Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the DT Corey. Today I want to start a new series called Dignitatis Humanae Made Easy. This series will expose how Dignitatis Humanae contradicts the past teachings of the popes. So let's begin, shall we? Does Vatican II contradict the magisterium of the popes before Vatican II? Let us remind ourselves of the text. Quanta Cura, Encyclical of Pope Pius IX, quote, "From which totally false idea of social government they do not fear to foster that erroneous opinion, most fatal in its effects on the Catholic Church and the salvation of souls, called by our predecessor, Gregory XVI, an insanity, that liberty of conscience and worship is each man's personal right, which ought to be legally proclaimed and asserted in every rightly constituted society." End quote. Dignitatis Humanae. Quote, "This Vatican Council declares that the human person has a right to religious freedom. This freedom means that all men are to be immune from coercion on the part of individuals or social groups and of any human power, in such wise that no one is to be forced to act in a manner contrary to his own beliefs, whether privately or publicly, whether alone or in association with others, within due limits. Religious communities rightfully claim freedom in order that they may govern themselves according to their own norms, honor the Supreme Being in public worship, assisting their members in the practice of the religious life, strengthen them by instruction, and promote institutions in which they may join together for the purpose of ordering their own lives in accordance with their religious principles. Finally, the social nature of man and the very nature of religion afford the foundation of the right of men to freely to hold meetings under the impulse of their own religious sense." End quote. Quanta Cura, Proposition A. All men do not have the right to liberty of worship. Dignitatis Humanae, Proposition B. All men have the right to religious freedom. This includes worship. Conclusion. Proposition A teaches that all men do not have the Proposition A teaches that all men do not have the right to liberty of worship, while Proposition B teaches that all men have a right to religious freedom that includes worship. Therefore, B contradicts A. The Second Vatican Council contradicts Quanta Cura.